afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1756th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. This 1756th edition of, hopefully to you, these educational videos is coming at you on a Wednesday night for Trading Thursday. That is April 5th, 2018. Traders, we've got some topics on the board I'd like to cover with you, but first let me just say futures trading, as we know, is extremely risky, can cause substantial financial loss, and is not suitable for half of you guys, let alone anyone with money these days. You have to know what you're doing. You've got to have risk capital to lose. Make sure you put your stops in first. Now, let's talk about the topics on the board for trading on Thursday. Right off the bat, let me say, last night I got in front of you and said, the market is going to hold. You got the 200 bar moving average, the blue lights, manager special. It's going to hold and go up. I've got to make this call. Great information, right? Well, you are looking at a case of when good information goes bad. So listen to this horrible day we had on Wednesday. I come out with that video to tell you we've got to get long, you've got to get long, I'm going to get you long, we're going to make money getting long, and we get long. First thing that we do on Wednesday. The market tumbles down, 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 goes down so far. We had a nice big fat stop in. Tags are stopped. You want to know where? Right at the lows in S&P. Right at the lows. Hits our stop, turns around, spends the rest of the day moving higher, goes all the way up to the top OMNI profit objective for the day with all of us stopped out. Now, you want to hear matters getting worse, good information gone bad? Yesterday I had no OMNI. It was neutral, so I'm allowed to trade either side. So when we got in, it went all the way down, hit our stop, right at the low, turned around, went back up. When it came back to the same spot where we got in the first time, I flipped and got a short, and we got stopped out doing that too. It was just horrible. Good information gone bad. All me. You cats did what you were supposed to do. I just fumbled the ball. My apologies, traders. It won't happen again tonight. These things do happen. We got stopped out on the low, and that's that. You know what I mean? The trade was right. The call was right. Everything about it was right. These things will happen in trading. We dust off our knees, get back up, and put our dukes up and go right back at it, which is what we are going to do this evening. Again, my apologies. Was not the OMNI's fault. Was not your fault. That was absolutely my bad doing. Our stop placement, my bad stop placement, and then from there, it just went haywire. So, let's move forward. Get that stuff out of me on a Wednesday. All right, for Wednesday night, green OMNI starting off, emini, S&P, Russell, likely NASDAQ, and the other suspects, but let's start with those two. Traders, what is on the board? OMNI's looking to buy into a big swoon down tomorrow, or possibly no trading at all. We're not just going to buy. We're going to wait for a big swoon down and then possibly get long emini S&P. Next thing on the board is nice hold of that 200 bar moving average. The analysis deserves absolute round of applause. The user of the analysis for Tuesday, or Wednesday I should say, deserves to be hung from a tree. I get it, but the analysis was good. All right, so it was a nice hold of that 200 bar moving average, but we are not out of the woods just yet. I will show you in the chart segment. We are not out of the woods just yet, traders. I want to show you the charts right now. Yes, we're going to buy a big swoon down on Thursday if we can find one, but don't think that just because we held on Wednesday that we're out of the woods. What am I talking about? With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the Dow Jones Transportation Average, this very chart I put before your eyes last night when the world looked like it was coming to an end. And I said, look, this is called a repetitive pattern. It is supposed to hold. And the market went higher. Let me blow up the very same chart. The market did absolutely go higher, right? It took off and came all the way up to here. It held. So far, it did what it was supposed to. However, that's the big one here. We are not out of the woods yet. All it did was pull itself back into the flag. Look at the flag. It is right there as clear as day. That is a bear flag, right? So if it's a bear flag and the market is not above it yet, well, we still can't say we're out of the woods, but nice hold so far of the 200 bar moving average. We now need to clear this flag area, settle a couple of days above it, and away we can go. Let's take this one day at a time. We are starting off with a green omni. We are in the middle of a flag, so it's fair game. Let's see what's going to happen next. Then you've got the NASDAQ. Once again, look at that. Great hold of the 200. Great intel, right? Bad usage of it, but great intel for yesterday, or I should say for Wednesday. It did hold. It went right to the average and held straight back up and settled right there. That is a beautiful hold. So you say, wow, NASDAQ did it. It held. We're off to the races. But look, you're inside of a channel that you've been in for quite some time, and it doesn't usually get out of that channel when it tries. So are we out of the woods yet? Absolutely not. Can we buy the dips? Yeah, we're certainly going to try. Will it work? Once we get out of this channel, it'll work a lot better. For now, this channel seems to keep us in check. So we're not out of the woods yet, but great hold of the 200 bar moving average. Basically a continuation of last night's video. Then we have E-mini S&P. The market opened, went down, and there it was right there. History made when our stop was hit at the lows. Hooray, that was us. Straight back up it goes, all the way up to here. The Omni target was right here. Great hold of that 200 bar moving average. However, not out of the woods, because all it did was pull itself back into what looked like a flag that it was breaking out of. You need to clear this area now before you can really get happy again. But it held the 200 at least for a day, and we're starting off the session on Thursday with a green omni. And then you've got the Russell 2000 traders, another great hold. It did the same thing, went and penetrated the omni on Tuesday, or I should say Wednesday, sorry. Came back up, settled right here. That's a fantastic hold. Now, is this some sort of an F flag? It possibly could be. It's hard to say right now. It's a big mess right here, but there are flags everywhere else, and it did bounce off that omni. So let's hope we can clear these flags. The omni, or I should say the 200 bar moving average has held really well. Let's see what happens if we do get a big swoon down for trading on Thursday. So traders, you've seen the charts. You've got my technical reasoning why we've got to keep the green omni up and buy a big swoon down if we get one. I will not apologize again for Wednesday's trading. It is what it is. Head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade. We move forward. Do not hesitate when flash updates come out tonight. Flash updates are when I'm about to trade. I send you a signal at the exact time. Everyone gets the same signals. That's the Platinum membership here at livewithoscar.com. Just a damn good thing you didn't take today's. But I'll tell you right now, I'm sure I got hurt a lot worse than you guys today, so I don't want to hear it. Let's move forward. All right, traders, livewithoscar.com. Get ready. Buy the big swoon down tomorrow. And remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help keep those emotions at bay is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. You ready, Mikey? Stops are in. Emotions are out. All right, thank you. You guys got to boo with me, right? So you get to chant with me too. See you cats at the site. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.